Welcome to another episode. Today with me I have Sherzad Mamsani, the founder of the Israeli Kurdistan Alliance Network. Welcome, Sherzad. It's a great honor to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Sherzad, straight from the get go, why do you think people should listen to this podcast?
Uh, it's for Kurdish people important because in this time exactly in we say the Iranian regime bye bye, and the people understand the Kurdish case in Middle East is so interesting to the another part to Kurdistan be independent. And the Kurdish have a new shoot in this year. Kurdish people understand the Israel support Israel and Donald Trump support Kurdistan and change Middle East. Need new Middle East. These new Middle East Kurdish people be happiness to this future. The future is today. Because of this, a lot of friends maybe sent to me later about where is this long interview. In social media, I have people to have a lot of people to listen to me and have, of course, have a lot of enemy
Sure.
because between Kurdish, like all people in the world, have good people, have but good Kurdish, have bad Kurdish. The good Kurdish support independent Kurdistan, and any country support this independent Kurdistan. These people support this country, like United States, like all conservative in the world, all right party in the world, but uh, another part in Kurdish, bad Kurdish, the Islamic Kurdish and communist Kurdish, no, never do not like the Sherzad talking and Sherzad interview. Maybe these people now not happy because I do not talk by Erdogan heart. I do
Right.
not talk about Khamenei heart. I talk by Bibi Netanyahu and Donald Trump and independent Kurdistan heart.
So you
Yes.
think so? Being the devil's advocate, the Bibi Netanyahu, the Donald Trump, and the Kurdistan heart is your heart, right?
Yes, of course, because today we have in this if we support Obama to Iran have atom bomb is not just dangerous for Kurdish people and Israeli people. It's dangerous for all the world. This drone and ballistic rocket is not just dangerous for Israel and for United States and just not for Kurdish. It's dangerous for all the world. Today, Hezbollah is one part to Iran and Irani group in Europe, in United States, in all the world. It's dangerous for all the world. A Muslim Brotherhood is not just dangerous for Kurdish people. No, it's dangerous for all the world. Not to Christianity, not to Buddhists, not to. It's dangerous. Uh, Muslim Brotherhood and Iran and Khomeini support international terrorism. It's not just for Kurdish people, not just for Bibi Netanyahu, not just for Donald Trump, not just for Republican. In Obama time, you understand why people support Antifa and communism and Muslim Brotherhood because the father or all for all these groups is a Democratic Party, Hussein Barack Obama. But today, the people need peace. The people do not need war. The people do not need be in economic crisis. Because of this, yes, people today understand Netanyahu fight in Lebanon with Hezbollah is not just for Israel, it's for Lebanese people. The Israel fight with Hamas in Gaza, not it's just because of Israel, it's because of Arab people.
Hmm.
Because Hamas collect money, $1 billion between Arab people and Muslim people to Gaza, and after he make build city inside under Gaza.
Right.
The people today understand the Turkish left, Turkish right, Turkish liberal, Turkish Muslim, Turkish not Muslim, the support international terror in Middle East and out Middle East. In Middle East by gun, by groups, by PKK, by ISIS, by another terrorist Islamic group, by another Kemalist group, but in Europe by refugee deal, refugee card deal. Okay, it's not just because of Israel or Kurdistan. No, it's international. It's when you fight Iran and the Muslim Brotherhood and Turkish, it's not because you support Benjamin Netanyahu or Donald Trump. No, because you need to protect this planet, this the humanity.
So the way you conceive it, if I understand this correctly, is that the Kurdish fight or the Israeli fight is a fight for freedom and a fight for protection of all of humanity. What is freedom to you, and what is protection to humanity for you?
For me, freedom by short way. Uh, my my people do not need the one Turkish officer come to Kurdish city and Turkish governor come to my city and control my city. Say how you drink, how you eat, how you go, how you come. We have a lot of people. We can. Uh, for me, freedom. How I can accept the tolerance and coexistence is for me the freedom when I do not believe the tolerance and coexistence with another people, no, it's not life. When I fight for this, I say, excuse me, you have a lot of, you have 22 country, go to care your country. Why the Muslim to have a lot of country, 22 country? Why Jewish do not have one country? The Jewish country, it is not just for Jewish. The Kurdish country, it's not just for Kurdish. In Kurdistan, have 9 religion, have a lot of nationality: Assyrian, Syriani, Armeni, Arab, and another people. In Israel, have a lot of religion. 2 million Muslim Arab stay in Israel, and Baha'i and the Christian. This name coexistence and freedom. When 1 hour you stay in jail because of your color or your religion or your language, your nationality, you fight. Today we fight for this, for coexistence and tolerance. When you do not, when Iran and Syria and Iraq and Turkish do not accept this point, never you cannot find freedom in these 4 countries. For Kurdish people, it doesn't matter if governor or the president of Iraq, Kurdish is not Kurdish, but important in Iraqi law or in Turkish law, how respect the Christian or another not Muslim people or not Turkish people. Yes.
Okay. All right, that's very interesting. You made a very good parallel between tolerance, and then you also mentioned the new Middle East map and communism and Islamism. And I want us to deep dive a little bit into the thesis of Islam and the impact it has had in the region. Um, but before we do that, I sort of want to get your sense on what is communism, because there might be viewers out there that think communism is the ideology of tolerance. And I want your perception of
Mhm.
it, which coincidentally is also mine, but I want to hear it from you.
You know, this new communism is so dangerous for all people, all country. These wokist people. Now, communism do not where have tolerance in communism? We have a history 75 years in Soviet Union. Where is the tolerance? Where is democratic? Where is freedom? If have freedom, why Soviet Union down? Where's in this time? Where's the Armenian case? Where's the another country case? Why after Soviet Union, all these country fight for independence? Because of this, do not have anything. Yes, by media, yes, have tolerance, have freedom like Cuba, and tolerance like Iran. or like Venezuela or some country like this, yes, have like Syria in Bashar Assad time.
Mhm.
Yes, this tolerance, this freedom, like Obama time, freedom in Obama time, like Erdogan now in Erdogan time, this tolerance in Erdogan time. But you cannot build any fake tolerance in the world because, like the simple in Egypt, you have Christian, you have Muslim, you have Kipti, you have. You cannot build that fake tolerance. In the end, in media, in social media, in all. In any place you can find in Christmas, you can find how people break and burn the Christmas tree. Yes, uh, in Turkey and any country, you cannot build the fake freedom, fake democratic, fake tolerance, fake coexistence. Every year, a lot of organizations have report about coexistence, about tolerance, in which country have tolerance, in which country have fake tolerance or fake coexistence. Uh, we are in Middle East. We understand in this 100 years, in Sykes-Picot time, when they built all this fake country, we understand what's mean tolerance, what's mean. We pay a lot of blood, a lot of tax to understand what's mean exactly the real tolerance and coexistence. Because of this, today the Kurdish do not have independent country, but Kurdish people in Middle East understand more all the people in the Middle East what's mean coexistence and tolerance.
You draw a very fine parallel between the Kurdish people, Kurdistan, and the Israeli people. I'd like to take a little bit your take on how you see this and how did you form this alliance network and why is it important to you and what it does and what does it signify between the two nations?
Uh, between these two nations have long, the first have long history to tolerance.
Mm.
I come back to this point because the first Kurdish king before almost 1000 years convert from Zoroastrian to Judaism for Jewish Hasbani king, Helena queen, and the husband of Helena, she's and he's Zoroastrian. He convert to Judaism. You understand? You know, in Judaism, do not have we do not accept the new people to.
Yeah, it's very hard.
But in this time, the Rabbanut accept this convert.
Hmm.
It means the for Kurdish people, the religion not everything.
Hmm.
The life and the peace and humanity is everything. I believe for Israeli people after Holocaust, Jewish people understand the independent country not everything. The humanity is everything. Israel fight with terrorists for stop war, not for make new war and new war and new war. Israel fight for the this area be in peace. Well, if you need peace, must you fight for this peace because it's so complicated. When when you need peace, another people have because of this ideology he understand Israel need big make big Israel. It do not have in any Israeli people big Israel. We need just this land today have, not from Furat and from the Nile. We build this King David imperial next time. Any maybe some religious people have this idea, but Israeli people today need stay in this land by peace, out war, out radicalism, out fighting, and out all this problem today have. And Kurdish people have same thing. Look, today a lot of Kurdish people in Turkey He's ministry. He's the leader of one Turkish party in Iran. Kalibaf. Kalibaf is Kurdish. The president of Iraq is Kurdish. After 2003, all the time the president of Iraq is he is Kurdish. In Syria, have a lot of the Kurd first prime minister and president of Syria. He's Kurdish. Uh, Maybe a lot of Kurdish people in the history do not need independent country. He just need to stay in this in the them fatherland and motherland by safety, by out war, out fighting, out radicalism, by peace. Same thing between Jewish people. Have a lot of point between uh, Kurdish people and Jewish people in Middle East. Kurdish people uh, in all history fight with for radicalism and dictator and terrorists and a lot of groups in the right and left and the ideologic and the Islamists, like the Jewish people in history. Same thing. Today, half second anti-Semitism in Europe, anti-Kurdish people. Why? Because these people believe life in peace and they just need to stay in them land. Before thousands years, the grandfathers stay live in this land. Today, this land named Turkey. Today, this land named Iraq. In Before 2020, before Sykes Biko do not have anything in this area named Iraq. Do not have anything named Syria. Today have Iraq and Syria before thousands years is Kurdish people land, Assyrian land,
Mhm.
Christian land, and Muslim. I am not racist, but Muslim in Iraq is new before 1,000 year, maybe 900 years. In Syria, this area to Syriani and Kurdish and Aramaic and Jewish and but for Arab is new.
It is new.
The people do not read history. The pupil problem in Middle East do not read and he do not believe.
Same in Europe, to be honest. Same with
Yes,
all of the world. Nobody reads history anymore.
communist Europe, yes, do not understand about this point. You say, excuse me, in this chapter in your Quran, write this land must for
S-
son of
be
Israel. He
be
say
given to
no
the
is
Jews.
lie.
Yes.
Okay, is right in your Quran. It's not. You'd say, excuse me, go to read Turkish history. Before 700 years, do not have anything in this area named Turkish. Is new. Turkish people new in this land. This do not have civil. They have a blood civilization, occupied civilization, genocide civilization. These people come new. We are here. We are stay in Cyprus thousands years. Turkish new in Cyprus, Turkish new in Greece, in all these land today named Istanbul and Izmir and Mersin is all new for new city. Turkish new for, in Turkey. Kurdish city, Kurdish land, Greece land, Christian land, in Iraq, in Syria, in Iran, something. Farsi people and Iran country, like the one professor named Bernard Levy. Bernard Levy say Farsi and Iran is new. Shia it's new. Almost 500 years have one thing named the Safawi Arya Safawi fascism is the grandfather for Nazism. Uh, it's not you can search today you do not need a lot of books to understand all my talking. You can just ask AI about all this history. You can understand future past for you understand what you can do in future.
Can I ask you something on that point? Do you think it's a Turkey-Iran problem, or do you think countries like, well, all of the Middle East, Syria, Egypt, Lebanon, et cetera, or is it a Turkish-Iran problem, or is it an Islam problem?
So strong. And yes, I believe.
The reason why I'm asking is because you look at moderate Muslims, for example, Sisi, who's very pragmatic in his approach, very pragmatic in his approach, but he's still playing within the framework of Islam.
But Islam so different with another religion like Abraham religion or not Abraham religion,
Mm,
Buddhist or another religion, because another religion do not care to politics.
yeah.
Uh, in past, yes, care to politics. We know the Renaissance and before Renaissance, and in Judaism, in King David imperial, and but Abraham religions, just Islam is so political religion.
It's mostly because Islam is not necessarily just a religion. It's a way of life. It's an interpretation of how you must act on
Yes,
life. So for you, the problem is Islam, not necessarily just Turkey and Iran. It's all of
yes.
it.
When which time is not problem. When you go to Europe, you stay in Europe, and but you just believe your religion because the God, the what's mean religion? It's connection between you
You?
and God. It's so private thing. You do not need in Ramadan. You say, must you do not drink? Must you do not eat? Must I have Sharia law in London or in another Europe country? When you have new law different for another country law, it means you are politic. When the imam in mosque talk about all international politic in Burma, what happened in Burma and between Israel and Arab and when Imam talk about politics, it means this religion politic. When the pastor talk about politics, it means exactly this community is politic community. When the rabbi in all Shabbat Saturday talk about just politics, it means this Jewish community it's just political community, not religion. Have mosque by religion mosque like all mosque in Europe, all
Mhm.
mosque in Europe with a lot of mosque and imam come talk about all international politics, about left and right and conservative, about everything. It's okay, no problem. But if one rabbi and one pastor, the special one pastor, talk about politics, say, oh, is dangerous. Must pastor do not talk about politics. Is not okay because we do not support and we do not accept the political Christian, political church. But all Europe country accept the political mask. All mask in the Europe it's politics. And
Why? Why do you think that is?
why? We remember the build ISIS in
Hmm.
ISIS time. All the ISIS soldiers and military and uh, uh, like all this ISIS study in Europe mosque. All these ISIS go to Syria and Iraq and bomb themselves, and all these ISIS study in Paris mosque, in Berlin mosque, in Hamburg mosque, in Salonika mosque, in another mosque in the Europe.
Hmm.
Do not have anyone in nightclub or in a sport club in another place. All Amir in ISIS study in one mosque in Europe. Today, between ISIS have France, ISIS. All these France, ISIS. Today in Hama, in one city in Syria named Hama, Hama city, is different ISIS. It's French ISIS, like more smart ISIS.
Better
With
educated
with
ISIS.
some is African France, but have a lot of blonde ISIS. Yes, because of this, I never, I do not against Islam religion. If Islam religion, I do not against Islam. But when you come, when in Ramadan, I go to in street, you say, must you do not eat and must you accept my Sharia law? No, must here you stop. Is my freedom, is my border freedom.
And more importantly,
Uh,
when it's done in Western
in all the world,
societies.
when Muslim go to any country, he ran away because of Sharia.
Mm.
He ran away because Islamic group, Islamist terrorist group like Hajj al-Shabi in Iraq, Hezbollah in Lebanon, ISIS in Syria and Iraq, and in Egypt because of Ikhwan Muslimin, Muslim
Muslim
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
After he go to Europe, he go to United States. The first thing he
Adopts it.
yes, he say must wife and children and all be hijab and must we go through Sharia law. Okay, why you run away? Must this country open case? Excuse me, you come to here, you become a refugee because you have this case, because of ISIS, because of Sharia law, because of Imam, because of this. Today, why you accept? Why you accept the Sharia law? You need to make Sharia law in my country.
So my theory on that, and I want your take, is because Islam, the Arab world had moved toward their own Renaissance period, and then instead of progressing like Western societies did, is they jumped back into the Dark Ages. And my theory is that they have not philosophically dwelled down the path of liberating themselves from politicized religion. So I don't know. Do you feel the same way?
Yes, but you know, when you do not have reform in your religion, never, ever, you cannot succeed to make anything in now in Muslim country. You cannot make reform in Quran. Maybe Ben Salman succeeds to some point, but I believe the Muslim radical have a lot of parts. Wahhabi and Salafi have a lot of part. Islamic radical part maybe killed Ibn Salman because terror and because he do not accept the deep Sharia.
Mm.
For these people, the deep Sharia is important. Must all the world be Muslim? Okay. He say today we do not have atom bomb. Today we do not have power. We try to convert the all Europe become Muslim, but by refugee card.
Mm.
Erdogan succeeds. Erdogan, Greece in big economic Greece in this time into 22 in 2020. Yes,
It's
in
been going on from 2009.
yes, and yes, in
Mm.
2014. In 2014, Erdogan succeeds in this
Oh, he did.
plan with international Muslim Brotherhood have this plan. How in Muslims say Fatah, like occupied Europe, out gun, out fighting, out war, out terror attack, out anything, just by refugee.
Gaddafi had said something similar
No,
back
no,
in the
no.
day.
Gaddafi do not have. Gaddafi, he's stupid. You know, he just took. He just. Sorry, he's because he died. I cannot say stupid. Gaddafi is smart. For something, he's smart.
For some things, yes, but he
Yes,
had also said this about Europe specifically, that all we have to do is drown them with refugees.
Gaddafi tried to wake up Europe people to the Muslim Brotherhood.
Mm.
You remember in one conference he fight with Qatar
Hmm.
delegation. He say, "You are poor. You are shit. Why you support to kill me? To kill Gaddafi?
Hmm.
I do not support. Never ever. I do not support Gaddafi idea. But for something, yes, I support." Gaddafi tried to wake up Italian and
Yeah.
Greece to refugee. The Muslim Brotherhood need occupied Europe by this way. But Europe do not understand. Today, before few months, Georgina Meloni, she understands some point to Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Before few months, she used some word to Gaddafi. I understand. Now Italian people and Italian political group and party understand what Gaddafi say before 10 years. Same thing today to all Europe country. Okay, must you understand to you have technology, you have a lot of things, you have power, you have embassy in all country. Must you understand what mean the fake refugee and real refugee? One Kurdish people do not have country, Syria, Turkey, Iran, all country shoot them and fight. Okay, he have must he have everything for refugee, every writing to for refugee. and one blue people do not have country uh, divided between three countries, Afghanistan and Iran and Pakistan. He do not have, he is not free. Okay. And a lot of Ukrainian people and another people, okay, it's no problem. But you have 22 countries. You support Sharia law. You run away in Iraq. They're so close to you, Saudi Arabic. He's Muslim. He support your religion. He support your by your language, by your religion, by your education, by your culture. Okay, excuse me. Do not go to another country. Do not have Sharia law. Go to Taliban. Go to Saudi Arabic. Go to Emirat. So rich country. Have so high education. If you need your children be with hijab and niqab, okay, is Saudi Arabic so holy land for you? Why you go to Europe? After in Europe you buy church to change to mosque. After you fight with European government about Sharia law, uh, it's politic, it's occupied. I am not anti-Muslim, but I am anti this
Politicized.
Muslim type. We know before 20 uh, before Sykes Biko, Arab Muslims so good people. Do not have any problem with Jewish people. Arab Muslims do not have any problem with another people. And with Christian in Egypt, with Kipti, with anyone, do not have any problem. And British Oil Company, MI6 built Muslim Brotherhood, Hassan Banna and Said Qutb in for
Their own
yes.
purposes. Yeah.
And after people, some after the people wake up, what's mean nationalism? What's mean the Islamism? What's mean the occupied? What's mean by wrong way? Nationalism is not like this, not like Nazism or like Arab nationalism. Nationalism, not Yasser Arafat. Nationalism today in Middle East, Bin Salman.
Yes.
He respect all people. He care to country, to people, to do not go to a war like Yemen, like Lebanon, like Iraq for nothing. For nothing. Now Lebanon, after not 100 years, after 70 years, Lebanon come to zero. For what?
Nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing.
Bin Salman today, he's smart.
Yes, he is. He is. He is. Because you
And
mentioned Arafat. I want to say this like very openly. By the way, his daughter and I were together at university. She was in Malta. I was in Malta too. For me, he was one of the biggest con men that have ever existed. Like he did absolutely nothing for his people. Nothing. 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 He worked actively against his people, justifying it within a religious pretext, all in all for his personal gain. And this now translates into what Hamas is doing with the finances in Turkey, Hezbollah too with Iran. So this legacy of profiteering over fake ideology keeps on continuing. So I don't know how you feel about that. I just wanted to very openly say it.
today people the slave for ideology.
Mm.
He do not understand from the river to the sea. He do not know which sea, which river, and he support free Palestine. If you ask, excuse me, which river, which the sea, he do not have any information. Like Ilan Omar
Yeah,
yesterday,
Ilhan
he
Omar.
say
Yeah.
World War 11. All
Yeah.
these people like the student of Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
Okay,
Multi-millionaire, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And she's congresswoman. She study and she's more smart to all this Muslim Brotherhood in United States. Because of this, today she is in public. She's famous. If this big one, this famous one, congresswoman one, do not know World War 11 and 2 and 3, it's mean these people today slave to ideology. This wokeism, today this wokeism more dangerous to all the type of drug, like zombie. Wokeism today like zombie, do not care. This city very nice, this city very good, this city he come with Antifa group, burn all Paris. He do not care what after burn.
What happens after?
Yes, what happened after burn? He just no. He have one goal, one agenda, and someone put two to mine and go to make this.
So this basically what you're saying. This Islamic Communist Alliance is like Nero,
Why say red and green? The communist, when you say communist, direct come to your mind, your eyes, red.
red,
When you talk about the Muslim, direct green.
green.
Today, all the green and communists control Europe by. If do not have this crazy John Soros media, this anyone do not know who is green the communist in the Europe in Middle East today, Ayatollah Jazeera, Ayatollah BBC, and all the media by John Soros. Why John Soros support Al Jazeera? Al Jazeera it's Muslim Brotherhood. Why John, why John Soros support all these Muslim media? For what? For one point, the people be slave to ideology, one way, one color, like Cuba, one color, like China, white and blue, black and white. You be a robot, not human, like zombie.
Yeah, but once you mix red and green together, it becomes a very nasty brown shit colored.
I say if do not have Islamism, if do not have Muslim Brotherhood, now bridge for this point smart. In 48, build the Muslim Brotherhood in Hassan Banna. He's a first member in Freemason and support them to be, in Arabic, Hassan Banna. What's mean Banna? Uh, uh, choose this group and build this group for after communism. If do not have Muslim Brotherhood after Soviet Union, it's mean the communism is end. All the type of communism, Stalinism and Marxism and Leninism and Maoism, all be died. It's finished.
Nazism
Yes, Nazism is different. Nazism it's between. You can mix between communism,
for me, it's communism.
Islamism. Yes,
For
yes,
me, it's
same
communism.
thing. Uh, After Soviet Union, who give the new soul to communism? Islamism.
Mm.
If do not have Islamism, if do not have Muslim Brotherhood, never, ever, never cannot communism for second time in West Berlin and to say I support China, I support communism. Today do not have this thing. We remember 11th of September. Which group and these people make 11th of September in Hamburg community, Muslim community, and communist community, and in Frankfurt school, and all Europe. How go to United States? How make for what? For which agenda make 11th of September? Why in Bosch time make 11th of September? If you go to COVID time, you see something, same thing, do not different. United States in first Donald Trump say, excuse me, block Iran. Iran is dangerous. China is dangerous. Must we care to Muslim Brotherhood in the world with communists? But anyone do not listen to Donald Trump. First Donald Trump. China with Iran make this COVID-19 and it's the humanity craze, the democratic in this time by all powers support Iran and Muslim Brotherhood and communism, and because of this fake the election, the Trump for after Trump do not succeed by fake Biden win in election. Is point. Must people understand? By short way, understand. You do not be slave to your ideology, to your religion, to your mind. Today, before we have, must you search about a lot of books to understand who's what the new conservative, what's the new liberalism, what's the new communism. But today you can understand by short, by so quick way. And I have a lot of in Google, in AI, you can understand by short way. Not you do not need 1 month research about who's Kurdish people. Yes.
So no, it's more of an observation. The way you're describing it, have you ever seen Kingdom of Heaven, the movie? For me, the way you're describing the Israeli fight and the Kurdish fight, it's very similar to Kingdom of Heaven. Not because
Yeah.
it's also in the Middle East, but on first review, the way Hollywood made it seem, there's a lot of sympathy for Salahuddin. And then once, because I've watched that movie, for example, like 13, 14 times, it's one of my favorite movies. Once you watch it over, you start gaining a lot of understanding and respect towards Baldwin, towards the soldiers that were protecting Jerusalem, and the ideology behind it of protection. So I'm shifting a little bit back to the Kurdish and the Israeli sort of struggle. And for me, it seems like a struggle not just for freedom, but for an ideal. And I want to see if that is the case for you. And if it is the case, what is the role of Turkey and Iran with stopping the Kurdish and the Israeli struggle?
By so short way, the Donald Trump office, Thomas Barak, because Turkish use Thomas Barak by every way to Turkish do not be like Iraq. The Kurdish in Turkey do not have anything in Turkey future. In New Middle East, Kurdish do not have anything, and Turkish be like Turkey today. Because of this, the Turkish pay to Thomas Barak a lot of,
One.
not just money, a lot of things. And must Donald Trump, the Republican Party, understand today in Middle East, it's not joking. It's uh, have deep information, intelligent information about how Thomas Barak stopped the American goal in Middle East, especially between in Syria and Turkey and Iran war. Because when you choose wrong way, wrong people, wrong group to your goal, it's mean maybe you are with Iran or you anti-Republican. When the Thomas Barak choose Pavel Talabani Party United of Kurdistan to send them gun to Irani future, to Irani war, to Kurdish be a little bit independent in Irani Kurdistan, it's mean the Thomas Barak support the Irani future, and Thomas Barak support the Turkish future, not a Republican goal, not American goal in this war. Yes, Turkish understand now in New Middle East do not have anything named Turkey, do not have anything named Iraq or Iran, because this big country named Turkey with the Cherkess, with the Christian, with Kurdish, with a little bit Turkish, and uh, cannot be country for one more to 100 years for after Lausanne. You cannot, because you can control people, maybe Kurdish people or Christian people by fake to 100 years, but after, Christian people need them right. Kurdish people do not need the governor of Diyarbakir be Turkish, and the one pastor do not need one imam in the religion of ministry in Turkey say Must in Christmas you have the Christmas tree by this centimeter. No, no, no. Today, by shortwave, people do not need another one control. You do not know. You do not want another one control you in social media, in your application, in your government, in your country, in everything. People do not know, do not want. Okay, the people stay in Mardin. All people, Kurdish and Christian and Muslim, do not have Turkish in Mardin. All Christian and Kurdish people. Why come one Turkish? The grandfather come in from Albania. He do not understand anything about Mardin city and Mardin culture and coexistence in Mardin, tolerance in Mardin. He have one ideology, have one language, have one way to understand its name, the military way, the policy way, how build the tolerance in Mardin city, how build the coexistence in Diyarbakir. In Kurdish name, Diyarbakir name Ahmet. It's Turkish name Diyarbakir. I believe all these big country until today, United States support Turkey. He is member in NATO. I believe Republican needs stop this big map and small agenda. Turkish do not support United States in Iraqi war, in Saddam Hussein war, do not support United States in Armenia and Azerbaijan war, do not support the United States in Irani war, do not support in Turkish do not support the United States in terror war.
Mhm.
Turkish, the member of NATO, terrorists. Today, NATO is like the organization of terror. Why? Because of Turkey. Turkey a member in this organization.
And they
Turkey
also openly funded. Sorry, they also openly funded a lot of radical groups. Some of which you aforementioned, like the Muslim Brotherhood.
in Libya, who support what's the name? I forget name. Not Daesh. It's type of Daesh. It's Turkish. In Libya, from Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood group, and Gaza, in Palestine, in Jordan, in Syria, in Iraq, in all countries. The member of NATO, Turkey, he support the international terrorist group,
Mm.
nationalism and religion. Like uh, I say in Uthmanian Kemalism,
Mm.
Uthmanian Kemalism, Islamist Kemalism. Okay, Turkish do not different between Turkish. He's right, he's left, he's liberal, he's atheist, he's Muslim, he's not Muslim. No, no, no. Turkish, it's all same. One thing.
I was
Turkey.
I was about to say that
Yes, do not different between actually for all the world. Inside, yes, inside Turkey may be different for flag and talking and media and something, but for out Turkey, do not different between Jahapa, Mahapa, Akapa, and all these parties. Same thing. Same thing to against Israel. Same thing to against international peace, Middle East peace.
Greece.
Yes, for against Greece, against Kurdish people, Bakhshali and Erdogan and Tansu Çiller, Masoud Yilmaz, and all this in Turkish history, from Mustafa Kemal Atatürk to Erdogan, do not change mind. Have one goal about Kurdish people, about Greece, about Israel. Have one goal. Now the Greece people and Kurdish people sometimes think about so stupid things. Say, "Oh no, Israel have hidden connection with Turkish." Excuse me, economy is different with politics. Is different. Have a lot of company, have agreement. Now between Ukraine and Russia, do not have any connection, but have some business. You cannot say Russia and Ukraine, oh, have connection, but this war is scenario, is drama. When the communists in election in Israel succeeds in government, yes, support Turkey, support Hezbollah, support all all radicalism, all support Obama.
I don't think
Okay,
the communists will ever win in Israel.
in Israel, when win in an election, the communists, when the left parties in the election succeeds in Israel, yes, so friendly with Turkey,
Mm.
like Shimon Peres. Shimon Peres respect Erdogan more to respect one Israeli citizen. One the Shimon Peres respect Erdogan more to respect one Zionist. We see in Oslo 1 and Oslo 2, we see in Atlantic conference between Erdogan and Shimon Peres how respect Erdogan. But I believe all Israeli people do not accept the Turkish, not just Turkish government. We do not have problem with just Turkish government. We have problem with all Turkish people who choose Erdogan and Bakhshali and all president in Turkey, all party. Turkish people. Go to any Turkish people, you support Kurdish independent.
No.
Just show the Kurdish flag to any Turkish people, he become the Spanish
Yeah, yeah,
cow.
yeah, yeah. I've noticed it.
Okay, it's mean we do not have problem just with government. The Greece do not have just problem with Turkish government. No, no, no. The Greece have problem with all Turkish pray in mosque and come to street to against all Christian and all people in Greece. Doesn't matter. These people in Greece, Muslim or non-Muslim, the Turkish people against all Greece people. That doesn't matter if Kurdish people all Muslim or not Muslim. The Turkish Muslim against all Kurdish Muslim or not Kurdish Muslim is problem. When you see in Turkish street, people come to support Hezbollah.
Right.
People come to support Khamenei. People, Turkish Muslim support Ibrahim Raisi and Yahya Sinwar, Hamas, and all. The Turkish people support all the garbage in the world. Just he needs stay in this land. He occupied this land. Why support all this garbage in the world? For another people, the Greece people be silent, and Kurdish people be silent for the occupied. He just showed the another people the power. I have power to support Hezbollah and Hamas and this all this terrorist group. Is not our problem. We are not now. The Kurdish people do not have problem with anyone. Kurdish people just need stay in their land by peace. When the Turkish people come say no, when you speak Kurdish, it's dangerous for my future. Must you fight? You believe before 15 years in Turkish law, if your father die, you cry by your language, by Kurdish language. You know, have
You express yourself,
In
yeah,
Kurdish culture,
Kurdish.
the daughters and the sons cry and sing by Kurdish language. My father died. You know, it's so sad. But if you cry by your language, must you stay in Turkish jail 35 years? 35 years.
Wow.
Why? Because you cry by your language, by your mother language. You cry. Excuse me, the God do not make me. I am Kurdish. Okay, today Erdogan and Bakhshali and Kemalism and Uthmanism and Muslim Brotherhood need make a fake democratic, fake freedom, fake system to Kurdish people say, oh, we are brother. But how 40 million Kurdish people, 40 million Kurdish people in Turkey can forget this point? Thousands Kurdish people stay 40 years, 35 years in Turkish jail because he, by mistake in home, the neighbor, Turkish neighbor,
Heard him.
yes, he say the son, Kureman, come. Kureman is my son, come. He stay in jail 35, 45 years, 40 years just because of this war. The Kurdish people cannot forget. But the Kurdish people today in Turkey, Turkish make fake party named PKK to Kurdish future in Turkey. This fake party in first in 75, 77, Turkish built this party named PKK. It's Communist Party, Stalinist Party, Mafia Party by
Just like
Turkish.
Hamas, basically.
Yes, exactly. By MIT, MIT build this party for remove independent goal in Kurdish mind in all the world, not just in Turkey, because PKK have one part in Iran named Pajak, have one part in Iraqi Kurdistan named Pachadaka, have one party in Syria named PYD. Why PKK have all these party? Because Turkish is Turkish goal. Turkish goal must in future Nineveh one part one part to in Turkey new Turkey map. Öcalan today more to Mustafa Kemal Atatürk support Turkey one Turkey in say one flag, one people, one country. New Mustafa Kemal Atatürk today in Turkey is Abdullah Öcalan. A lot of people slave to this ideology do not understand why Öcalan against Kurdistan independent, why Öcalan need make up to Turkian fake border. The people do not understand why, because people pay blood to this party, have a lot of thousands Kurdish in Turkey family, Kurdish family pay blood to this party. Do not have between all 40 million Kurdish people, you cannot find one survive in this assimilation, one Kurdish survive. The village do not one time or two time the home do not Turkish do not burn the home, and these people do not send them girls and boys to be guerrilla and fight with Turkey in PKK camp. And in the end, this PKK is one part of Turkey. And these people pay blood to this party. How today he can against this party? Because he pay a lot of blood to this party. It's so complicated. I
Sounds
believe,
very complicated, but
yes,
it sounds like it was controlled opposition all along.
now Turkish control the Kurdish mind, but Turkish cannot control the Kurdish future. The good thing today in Republican and conservative in all the world do not with Turkish, with Kurdish. Because understand, Kurdish have stayed in Iraq 35 years, and these people accept the tolerance and coexistence and respect another people and open heart to 2 million Arab Muslim in Iraq and Syria run away and stay in Kurdistan. You believe Kurdistan 7 million people and have 2 million Arab refugee, Muslim refugee.
I don't know that.
Like Germany do not have this 2 million. Maybe have 1 million Syrian refugee. Merkel open
Yeah.
door to
Okay.
1 million.
Okay.
But in Iraqi Kurdistan, no, have 2 million. Any religion do not have a problem in Iraqi Kurdistan because by law, uh, the must all religion have them temporal or holiday and uh, like uh, if you talk about another religion by not good way, have law by law the government talk with you say why you make this and excuse me stay in jail and must you pay because you talk a bad thing about Baha'i or about Christian or about Yazidi. But today the Muslim Brotherhood in Iraqi Kurdistan strong, the communists strong, and the Kurdish patriot is so small. You cannot.
And have been fighting for a very long time as well. So
Yes,
war is attrition.
between four country, all these four country, it's your neighbor, and every day fight with you and against you, and inside Kurdistan, all ideology, not patriot and nationalist ideology, and anti-Kurdish government, and all Kurdish religion party, anti-Kurdish government. How you can succeed? It's more hard to Israel when the Jewish people build Israel. Thousands time more hard to build Israel. If tomorrow Kurdish people, it's not dream, it's all Kurdish goal, all Kurdish agenda have independent country, uh, but need fighting. It need long fighting to, because it's not easy. Tomorrow, Kurdish people have independent. It's like you build 1,000 Israel in Middle East, not by Arabic mind, not by Arabic understanding. Like how much hard for Israel, for Jewish people, build Israel between all radicalism,
Yeah, yeah, I know
nationalism.
that's insane. What they
For
did
Kurdish people, 1,000 times
times
more
hard. Yeah.
hard.
Can I ask you something? And I know we're a little bit on time, but in this new map of the Middle East, all right, with the changes that you said happening, do you believe that these Middle Eastern countries? The reason why I thought about this is because you also mentioned the U.S. and the Republicans and the conservatives, and I agree with all of that, with one more small exception that I fear the concept of democracy in the Middle East. So, do you,
I do not believe any democracy in the Middle East. In the Middle East, it's so different with Europe.
that's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think they can just put a democratic governance and make it work?
For Kurdish people, never I do not support democratic. Why? Because democratic with who
Yeah.
is important. Now in Europe, you can say I want democratic, but with who? You can understand with the Italian, with Greece. Yes, with Christian, between Christian, it's okay, no problem. With atheist people, with another people, I do not have problem. But Middle East, like if you search between Islam and democracy, it's like
Cannot. It cannot.
never,
Cannot.
never. Why? Because uh, do not need because. Why?
Yeah. It just doesn't connect. It's like
Yes,
oil and water. It
yes. And now you have long history in this religion: Kurdish Muslim, Turkish Muslim, Iranian Muslim, and Arab Muslim. No, 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 no. Never must you do not think about democracy in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, in Kurdistan, in all these country. No, not democracy. But what's the more important to democracy? Tolerance and coexistence.
education. I wanted to say education. I think that as much as a new map is going to be built, that's how much and maybe even more needs to be invested in education outside of communism and Islamism, proper education.
But you cannot, never. Sorry, I'm not negative.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
no,
but
go for
uh,
it.
but why you cannot? Okay, about education. We work about education. What's how what Islam talk about the Muslim and Christian, about Christian and Jewish, pork and monkey.
Yeah.
The child in home, in school, in all the place, the imam and the teacher and the father and mother say the Christian pork and Jewish monkey, and never he cannot respect Elon Musk and Einstein. Why? Because he do not believe Einstein is Jewish and Elon Musk is Christian. How he can believe science? Okay, how he can respect you? You are Christian. How he can respect another people?
The idea is to plant the seed and then generation after generation after generation, and hopefully 7 generations down the line, maybe.
Why in this interview 3 times I talk about bin Salman? Because bin Salman, he tried to make a little bit reform
Mm,
in Islamic Sharia, Like remove some part in Quran. Remove. It's not for study. It's for before 1,000
It's for
years.
war.
Yes. Like today you cannot use the Surah Muhammad ayat 4.
Mm.
Surah Muhammad, the chapter of Muhammad and the level 4 say, if you see anyone do not believe Islam
Karisado. Yeah.
today, okay, Muslim country or is another part. Another part say never ever do not make Muslim, Christian and Jewish friend for yourself. Never. It's dangerous. Okay, today you use Facebook and ChatGPT, all AI application is all for Christian and Jewish. How you can, you are half your pupil. Today you're refugee in Christian country. Okay, do not make a friendship between German people and Holland and France because it's poor people. Must you kill them? No, 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 no. If do not have reform in this ideology, because I believe Islam is ideology. Islam before, because religion is between me and God. But Islam, no. Islam is have discipline, have system, have government, have it's political religion. It's a political ideology. From Muhammad time, after 5 hours, Muhammad died. The Muhammad friend fight with each other about who be
Next in line. Yes.
next one after Muhammad. Okay, it's mean this religion fight with all half Europe and killed almost 5 million Indian and 1 million Kurdish people because of what? Politics for Arabism, pan-Arabism. Okay, when you become Muslim, must you become Arab? Because all your praying, all your culture, all your dress, all your history, all everything must be Arabic. Okay, I respect Arab people. Arab people today understand this. If these people be with religion by Sharia, no, can't stuck in history. Must every time think about the Risala movie.
So how are you gonna keep them from being stuck in history? That's my question. Because if you're gonna draw a map of the new Middle East and you have Islam, they're dominant, you're just going to fall into a loop some point in the future, and then you'll have parties infiltrating it. Okay, maybe it might not be China in 100 years, it might be someone else, but you will have the same thing happening in a loop over and over again. In a new Middle East, you will have a strong Israel, you will have a strong Kurdistan, but how do you stop this radicalism from happening over and over again?
Okay, now I believe this the idea for Bernard Lewis. He have so good idea about new Middle East. Sunnah, Muslim Sunnah need country, need independent, need be with Sharia country, Khalifa or Khulafa country. Okay, build one country between Lebanon and Syria and Iraq and stay.
Stay there.
Be with your law, with your Sharia law, with your hijab, with your all this crazy law before
But
1,000 years.
that can't happen because by
Now
default,
today happen.
Islam wants to expand.
Today happen this thing. Why? Because Sunnah today go to read about the Sunnah in Iraq after ISIS, after Saddam Hussein, after ISIS. Today understand the Sunnah in Iraq do not have any power. The Sunnah in Syria have big power.
Mm.
It's mean that in close future must the Sunnah in Syria and Iraq build one country named uh,
Something.
something. Yes, Sham country like
Mm.
ISIS goal.
Yeah.
Okay, about Derzi. Derzi between Lebanon and Syria and Lebanon. In Israel, the Druze people have everything, have ministry, have all right, like Derzi in Israel. In Lebanon, do not have anything. Have fake a lot of fake party like Walid Jampulat and all these parties serves the Hezbollah and Irani agenda. In Syria, you understand it. All the Assad time, after Assad in Jolani time, happened this genocide about Derzi people. Okay, it's mean the Derzi people need and want and love build one home between these three countries. Be happy. Out genocide, out war. The Shia in Lebanon, in Israeli border. Today have the slow this map is changed because Lebanese people do not need anyone protect them because of Irani agenda. And Israel with Lebanon, I think by hidden way it's with, together today,
The Christian Lebanon.
of course,
The Christian
and
Lebanon.
Sunnah.
Yeah.
Because who pays 70 years tax blood to Irani and to Shia in Lebanon? Christian and Muslim Sunnah. Okay, today these people understand after 70 years fighting, war, and do not have anything, just Irani agenda. Today Israel come to the Litani River and Lebanon do not have any comment, just blah blah in media and just for media. And Lebanese people accept because for Lebanese people, Israel 1,000,000 times better to Hezbollah.
Hezbollah.
Why? Because in international army, never in all history do not have one enemy call you, say, excuse me, go to out your building, I shoot you. It's just in Israeli army, in IDF. IDF in Gaza, in Lebanon, call them enemy. Say, excuse me, if you have children, go to out this building because we shoot this building because under this building have tunnel or have rocket. Today, these people understand. Lebanese people understand. In Israel, have humanity, have democratic, have freedom, have a lot of Muslim. Have 2 million Muslim in Israel. Do not have any problem. Have almost 430 mosque in Israel. Have a lot of charge. Yes, maybe have some crazy radical Jewish to against. It's maybe between thousands people have one crazy Jewish to shoot one Christian or one Muslim. But every day we can see the Muslim shoot.
Yeah, I mean, one crazy guy versus
Yes,
a million
but for
being.
Muslim it's not crazy
Yeah.
because if happen between 1 month happen one thing, one crazy radical Jewish shoot by talking or by hand by power shoot one Christian between 1 month one time. Okay, see he's crazy. He have this ideology. But if you every day have this fighting because he do not believe you are human, you say the Christian poor, the Kurdish, the Turkish, the
Jewish.
Jewish monkey. Okay, he grew up by this style. The Christian and Christian in Lebanon today understand who choose better. The new generation. I read a lot of thousands of million comment in Lebanese people in all news, Israeli news and Lebanese news. I follow a lot of Lebanese page. Uh, I speak Arabic. I read a lot of things. I understand Lebanese. This new generation and old generation do not love. Need make peace and a new agreement between Israel and Lebanon because 10 years you do not understand, 20 years do not understand,
Yeah.
30 years. Okay, if 100 years you do not understand Hezbollah and another group, Palestinian group, have another agenda, it's mean not just stupid, it's mean you are crazy.
No, for me, the Lebanese people, I mean, they took the Palestinians out of the kindness of their heart inside, and the country has collapsed on so many levels for such a long time that they no longer want to do this. They don't. I believe it's the same mentality as the actual people living in Gaza or the West Bank. They don't really want to keep on fighting this battle. I think they want peace. They need freedom, the pursuit of happiness, the ability to build something of their own and keep it without fear. And I think this reflects a lot within the Lebanese
But in
people.
Lebanon, it's you when you say peace, no, it's dangerous. It's mean you believe Israel have country is victim. If you say peace in Lebanon, it's victim. Why peace? The first Hezbollah say peace with who?
Mm.
You say with Jewish, with Israel. Oh, You accept Israel, have Israel
The
country,
existence of Israel.
like
Yeah.
someone asked Donald Trump before a few days, say we cannot say Israel because it's victim by law. It's victim, and yes, it's victim if you say. But today, that this new generation in Lebanon understand. I read a lot of thousands, million comment in Lebanese people. I understand these people do not accept Irani agenda or Sharia agenda or Islamic group or anything. These people believe have a lot of Lebanese people in Israel in the
I think
Israeli
th-
border.
I think they understood 20 years ago as well. I just think that now this generation is the one reacting to it.
Yes, now you cannot hidden anything.
Mm.
The our planet like the small village, a big sorry, big village.
Big
Okay,
village.
big village. We understand today. Aylan Umar, she makes she make big mistake. After 2 seconds, all the people in the world understand have this mistake. The terrorists try to kill Donald Trump in 1 second. Not just Donald Trump in anything. Today we wake up in a lot of dream, a lot of bad dream, but through social media, and because more to 100 years, the media make all the people like the slave to just media. We understand happen all these things in media. It's true. Everything BBC Ayatollah. Sorry, I cannot say BBC Ayatollah BBC. If have anything, it's true. Why? Because BBC say this thing. The CNN Ayatollah CNN say this thing. It's true. But today people understand all this. Is 100 years. All this media, John Soros media, it's all fake. All this ideology, all this goal, all this blah blah, all this organization, all this support, all this voluntary, all this makeup, it's all fake. Today we have social media. Happens something in Ukraine, in Kiev. Now in this minute, we have friend in our Facebook or X. We have friend. It's true Russia shoot your city by phosphoric, by this, by atom, by chemical. Directly we can understand. We do not need the Ayatollah CNN. We do not need Ayatollah BBC. It's good. I think this the new generation. It's between two, like between two way. We built the zombie generation. Do not care to anything. It's not important. Is happen if happen anything in the war, just care to his sleeve to screen.
They either want to be indoctrinated or they want to be free. One of the two. No in
Yes,
between.
and have one God, the God named screen. In morning must he wake up with this screen. When he sleep, must he sleep with this screen and with this phone and tablet. He cannot be out this God. If he lose this God or this God have this phone like the God, and if he lose or happens some problem in the hair phone or the he be sick. He cannot be happy. These people have to wait. This God way, this way to be slave or like zombie. Another way you can be international human, but by which way? By this way you want. You understand wrong? Okay, go to listen to BBC and Ayatollah BBC and Ayatollah CNN. If you do not want, if you need a reality for everything for Colombia, what happened in Colombia today, you do not need John Soros media. You have thousands friends in the world. You can understand by 1 second. You can choose between zombie or not zombie. All people today, the slave to John Soros media, it is exactly, it is this new generation, it's like the zombie. Do not care and do not just believe all news in CNN, all news in the fake media. I laugh Trump every time say, "Oh, is you are fake media,
Fake news. Fake
fake
news.
news, fake media. Welcome. You can go to out. I support this. Must Must you say these people stop? Because we need care to our generation. We grow up in this generation with a lot of fake media, fake news, fake people, fake party, fake religion.
I support it too. My problem with that is that there's a lot of people that don't understand why he says fake news.
Yes,
And I think that the Republican movement as a whole should take a minute and explain what they mean with fake news,
mhm,
fake media, not just in the Americas, but across the world. It'll be easier for some people that are being zombified
yes,
to understand what fake news actually means.
yes. It's not easy, but today it's so easy. You understand about all the before so hard to understand which book, which
Mm.
information, which uh, which organization, and which pupil, which party is fake. Uh, Before so hard. Today no, not hard. Today just you need to understand who's Sherzad Mamsani. You go to search to my Facebook account. Since 2009, I have Facebook account. You can go to read everything about me. You can search in Google, in ChatGPT, in any application. You understand about my enemy and my friends. When you understand about all this enemy and all this friend I have, you do not need long research about Sherzad Mamsani. Uh, Maybe this media can succeed to 1 to 3 hours make fake media.
Mm.
Say, oh, Netanyahu died. But Israeli media do not talk about this died. Oh, Donald Trump, 3 days, he's not in media. Maybe he's died. But he's not, American media do not talk about this. Okay? Sometimes it's spy plan, maybe for.
Well, basically, what you're describing is a Goebbels propaganda machine that has been indoctrinated by the John Soros media. Just to put it blankly, openly out there. Okay, I think we're a little bit on time. So, Shirzad, I really thank you for coming here today. I hope we can do this again at some point in the future. It was an honor. I do have a tendency of asking, do you have any last words of wisdom for those that are listening to us?
Thank you very much. I'm here the first for support the peace, international peace, but the first for independent Kurdistan, because first thing I born, I'm Kurdish. After 13 years, I now wish my religion. When you do not have, when your land not free and not independent, you do not have any religion. From today, I say all my friends, my nationality Kurdish and my religion is Kurdistan. When Kurdistan be independent, in this time I can choose my religion. I can choose my God. When I have independent, I have God, I have sky, I have free sky, I have free land. Uh, is important for me. I say all my friends, Jewish friends and Christian friends, and all my friends. If today you do not support Kurdistan independent, you can lose a lot of things in your future, in your country, because anyone need understand who is the Turkish, who is the Irani, must just 72 hours be Kurdish for full understanding to independent. In the end, I say the God bless Donald Trump and Republican. If do not do not succeed Donald Trump in this election, never I do not believe the humanity be it not be in World War III.
I'm sure it would be.
Yes, and I say that Donald Trump it's last. I wish not last. Perfect. Navi in Judaism say Navi to people to this planet to save this planet to our uh, people in this planet be in peace and this wokeism and Islamism do not be success, and the satanic, the evil power do not succeed to control the our people in the world by democracy and by this crazy system have these people to remove family, remove you are man or woman, must you choose for yourself, must you put all your blessing under your leg and say I am international man, for what? For one crazy ideology. This ideology 75 years occupied a lot of country and make billion genocide for uh, almost 45 country in Soviet Union time, and do not we do not see any good thing in communism, and we do not see any good thing in Islamism, and do not see any good thing in Antifa and all this fake organization and wokeism. Because of this, I say if anyone need calm Middle East, must respect the Kurdish independent, Kurdistan independent. The Kurdistan independent not just for Kurdish people, because in Kurdistan have Christian, have Jewish, have Zoroastrian, have Kakai Yarsani, have Bahai, have Syriani and Kildani, have Armeni, have Assyrian, have a lot of type of people. Yes, thank you very much for you. Thank you for
God, because you mentioned God. Thank you for that. That was beautiful. But uh, my background is half Greek, half Egyptian. Like I say it frequently, and for me, God loves a freedom fighter, a true freedom fighter with a just cause. So I see your cause as a just cause, and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. بژی کوردستانی سربەخۆ ئازاد و گەورە و بژی ئیسرائیلی مەزن.